Well, moving on tonight, a woman is accused of pointing a realistic-looking fake gun at a security guard near Portland Saturday Market. This happened just after 2 in the Old Town neighborhood. There's the gun there, and there's the woman we're talking about. Police say Joelle Bostic was not cooperative, but they eventually arrested her. Officers say they found a BB gun in her bag.